Good afternoon, I'm Cecilia Connell with Hunter News. Police are treating the discovery of a woman's body on Nobby's Beach this morning as suspicious. Surfers found the body around the waterline at about 6 a.m. Inspector Michael Gorman says the woman is described as being short with strawberry blonde hair.
Female, we believe, in her 30s, only clothed in pants and shoes, nothing on the top half of her body, lying face down on the sand near the waterline. Was wearing some jewellery and a number of tattoos, but no identification on her, which has made it a bit more difficult and taken some time to be able to identify her.
Police believe they know the identity of the woman and are urging anyone with information to call Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000. A man is in hospital after being attacked by several people during a home invasion at Dora Creek. Police were called to the Cowell Street residence this morning to find the resident with non-life-threatening injuries. At this stage, it's believed the incident was a targeted attack. More than $1 million worth of drugs have been seized following police raids at 5 locations across the Hunter, including the Gladiators Outlaw Motorcycle Gang Clubhouse at Maitland, as well as properties at Largs, Rutherford, Dungog and Bob's Farm. A large amount of stolen property, guns, ammunition and cash were also retrieved. Rory O'Connor from New South Wales Police Headquarters says 4 men have been arrested.
As a result of the operation, 4 people have been arrested. They include a 41-year-old member of the Gladiators Outlaw Motorcycle Gang from Largs, a 49-year-old man from Horseshoe Bend who is a senior office bearer with the Gladiators, and 2 other men, a 25-year-old man from Port Stephens and a 53-year-old from Tenambit.
WorkCover has released its preliminary findings into this month's beer keg explosion at Bar Beach Bowling Club. 23-year-old Jai Parker lost an arm when the gas-pressurised keg erupted on October 10, prompting the state body to issue an urgent general safety warning. WorkCover Director of Operations Tony Williams says there's no evidence to suggest a manufacturing glitch of any kind.
The early indications are that there was no manufacturing fault or other fault that we could identify, but it would appear that for some reason, and that is yet to be determined, that there's been an over-pressurisation of the keg, and that has led to its failure and to the subsequent injuries. We have a regulator fitted to the CO2 cylinder, which limits the amount of pressure that can go into the keg, and so they need to make sure that they have a pressure relief valve.
And Newcastle's cruise season has kicked off this morning with the return of the Rhapsody of the Seas. It'll be joined by another 9 ships and 20,000 passengers between now and June next year. Tourism Hunter Chairman Will Creedon says the port's efforts will mean great things for the region's economy.
They have endeavoured to put into action a really strong plan of attracting more cruise ships to our port, but also from many new carriers that we haven't had before. So it's fantastic for our region. It's fantastic that the cruise liners are choosing the port of Newcastle and the Hunter.
Now with sport, Belinda de las Heras.
The Hunter is set to enjoy a strong presence in Australia's do-or-die Four Nations game against England this Sunday, with Night stars Sione Matautia and Beau Scott, as well as Maitland's Greg Bird, to feature in the side. 18-year-old Matautia will replace Roosters winger Daniel Tupou in the Kangaroos' 17-man squad, making him the youngest ever player chosen to represent Australia. He also joins Reg Gasnier as the equal least experienced player to don the green and gold, debuting after only 7 first-grade matches in the NRL. Jets striker Joel Griffiths has begun rallying the troops ahead of Saturday's Round 4 clash with Perth Glory. It follows increasing scrutiny over Newcastle's winless start to the A-League season, already firming up as the punters' favourite for the wooden spoon. And District Cricket's best of the best are preparing to join forces as part of the Newcastle side competing in the 2014 Under-17 Country Carnival beginning this Friday. That's sport. I'm Belinda de las Heras.
To NURFM News Time is 12:10.